Brazil has appointed Carlo Ancelotti as their new national team manager. He will officially begin his duties on May 26, 2025, and his contract extends until the 2026 FIFA World Cup, with a potential option for an extension. This is a significant move for the five-time World Cup champions, as they look to regain their status as a dominant force in international football. Ancelotti, a highly respected and successful coach with a proven track record at top European clubs, takes over after a period of disappointing results for Brazil, including a heavy 4-1 defeat against Argentina. Ancelotti's job is to turn their talented squad into a winning team. He's got some tough games coming up right away in June 2025 against Ecuador and Paraguay, so he needs to hit the ground running. The fact that Brazil looked at other big names like Mourinho shows they were serious about finding the right person. Ancelotti being the first full-time foreign coach in almost a century? That tells you they're ready for a change. While often associated with attack-minded teams boasting incredible firepower, Ancelotti's tactical approach, Bruno Guimaraes, Lucas Paquete are expected to contribute defensively, tracking runners, pressing the opposition, and winning back possession in midfield. Their work rate and tactical intelligence will be important in maintaining a compact defensive shape. To understand what Ancelotti might do with Brazil, let's look at his time at Real Madrid. One of his go-to formations was the 4-3-3. This setup usually means attacking wingers are key. At Real Madrid, that was often Vinicius Jr. on the left and someone like Rodrigo on the right, using their speed and dribbling to create chances. The full-backs often push up to help an attack, and the striker, Benzema before he left, would sometimes drop deep to link up play. In midfield, he often used a holding midfielder for defense, and two more advanced players to support both attack and defense. He also used the 4-4-2 in different ways. One version is the 4-4-2 diamond, which he used earlier at Real Madrid. This has a holding midfielder, two central midfielders, an attacking midfielder at the top of the diamond, and two forwards. More recently, he adapted to a 4-3-1-2. This often saw Vinicius playing more centrally with Jude Bellingham as the attacking midfielder behind him, supported by three midfielders. Ancelotti's main idea isn't about sticking to one system no matter what. He likes to build his tactics around the strengths of his players. At Real Madrid, a big part of their attack was creating overloads on the left side with Vinicius Jr. He trusts his attacking players to make things happen in the final third. Defensively, he's often practical, using a solid block to make it hard for opponents to create chances. He also likes his players to move around and swap positions to confuse the other team. What this means for Brazil is that Ancelotti will likely look at the players he has and build a system that suits them. His success with Vinicius Jr. suggests that using him in a similar way for Brazil is a strong possibility. However, some people have pointed out that his Real Madrid teams sometimes lacked defensive solidity and relied a lot on individual brilliance, so he might need to adjust things for international football. Brazil is currently in a tough spot in their World Cup qualifying group. They have 21 points after 14 games and are in fourth place. Their recent results have been a mixed bag, including a bad loss to Argentina, a win against Colombia, and a draw with Uruguay. Under different interim managers, they've tried out formations like the 4-2-3-1 and sometimes shifted to a 4-3-3. This shows they haven't really settled on a consistent way of playing. Despite the recent struggles, Brazil has a lot of talent in attack. Vinicius Jr. has become a top winger for Real Madrid. Rafinha at Barcelona is a versatile attacker. Rodrigo, also at Real Madrid, can play in different attacking positions. Youngster Endrick is also starting to get chances at Real Madrid. In goal, they have world-class options in Alisson and Ederson. Their center-back pairing of Marquinhos and Gabriel Magalhaes is solid. Plus, Neymar might be coming back from injury, which would be a huge boost. Ancelotti's successful formations at Real Madrid give us a good idea of how he might set up Brazil. Expect him to try and create space on the wings, especially on the left for Vinicius Jr. The midfield will need to be able to win the ball and start attacks. The striker role might be flexible, like it was with Benzema at Real Madrid, with someone like Rodrigo or even Neymar dropping deep to link play. Given Brazil's need to defend better, Ancelotti will likely choose formations that offer a solid defensive base, either a more compact 4-4-2 or a well-organized 4-3-3 with disciplined midfielders. Young Endrick is an interesting player to watch. He's mainly a center forward, so his role will depend on how Ancelotti wants to use a striker. If they use a traditional number 9, Endrick could be the focal point with his good movement and finishing. In a more fluid attack, he might start on the wing to gain experience while still using his energy and goal-scoring ability. Rodrigo is another very versatile attacker who can play anywhere across the front line. He makes smart runs, scores important goals under Ancelotti. We might see some changes to the Brazil squad. He tends to pick players who are in good form and fit his tactical ideas. Young players who are showing promise at their clubs might also get a chance. It's hard to say exactly who he'll pick, but he'll definitely be watching how Brazilian players are performing. On the other hand, some established players who don't fit Ancelotti's system or whose form has dropped might see less playing time. If Neymar comes back fully fit, that could also change the roles of other attacking midfielders and forwards as Ancelotti tries to find the right balance in his attack. His appointment could lead to a shift in who gets called up, possibly favoring players he's worked with before or those who have the specific skills he wants. While often associated with attack-minded teams boasting incredible firepower, it's true that his success is also built on a foundation of defensive organization and pragmatism. It's not simply about letting talented attackers do their thing. Ancelotti is adept at setting up his teams to be defensively solid and difficult to break down. Marquinhos offers experience, excellent positioning, and leadership. Gabriel is a strong, aggressive defender with good aerial ability. The full-back's role will be crucial in both attack and defense. Danilo offers tactical discipline and experience. Wendell provides energy and attacking intent but also needs to be defensively responsible. Couto and Arana offer pace and attacking flair but will need to be well-drilled defensively to avoid leaving the center-backs exposed. Casemiro, if recalled, is a world-class ball winner with excellent positional awareness. Andre offers a good balance of tackling and passing. João Gomes is energetic and tenacious in breaking up play. Ancelotti will likely rely on a strong, disciplined defensive midfielder to shield the back four and disrupt opposition attacks. Bruno Guimaraes can also play in a deeper role but is more attack-minded. Alisson, Ederson both are world-class shot stoppers with excellent distribution, crucial for initiating attacks from the back. For more valuable content, your next step is to subscribe, share it with everyone you know.